Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Or if you're interested in more tarot readings after this, go ahead and check out my wife's channel at Val53 Tarot. She's review as well. Thank you. I'll be starting by pulling your current or overall energy, and then we'll be going into clarifiers. Okay, I'll get the cards out first, and then I'll begin. Wow. Right away, I will mention if you do have Scorpio in your charter placements, I recommend you watch that video as well. Or if you feel like you are dealing with a Scorpio, very similar energy. A little bit different, but similar at the same time. Yeah, very similar, and I mean very similar. Okay. Interesting, isn't it? It's an energy of what's that called? Phone a friend. It's like Who Wants to Be at the game show back in the day. It might be still going on. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Phone a friend, or ask the audience the different types of options for help. You're jumping into this, what you're showing me, Gemini. There's a little bit of hesitation here in your part to either communicate or say something, to make a move or act. And I kind of feel like it shows up initially, but then you do kind of open up and want to communicate and say something to someone about your situation or the circumstances, which unfortunately, there is that devil energy showing up. So I feel like whatever this communication is about, it is something that you've been kind of focused on quite heavily, fixated at that. This being said, I do feel like it could be regarding some sort of finances, work, career, investments, possibly. There's a lot that's been given to this, as well as immediately following. There's a lot of work still to be done. I do see you are working towards an energy of stability, possibly a living situation or foundation. I don't exactly know, but this also has the energy of you wanting to take it easy. It's an energy of you got so much going on, you want to work, put in effort, take it easy, and then make another move, put in work and put in effort, make your changes. At the same time, with a lot of this movement taking place, I do see that there is a little bit of a mix-up when it comes to where your emotional energy is actually ending up. And again, there's an energy of not too sure what to do exactly or what to feel with how things are progressing. And that's where this collaborative or working together energy shows up with you and someone here on this. Okay, it seems like there's communication, but then later on, the two of you kind of choose to focus on this. So let's go ahead and jump into clarifiers. It almost seems like you wanted to try and solve or figure something out on your own, and then all of a sudden it's like, maybe I need to kind of just reach out. Okay, let's see. That's an energy of cautiousness. That's cautious. You're cautious right now. What you're kind of saying is you don't want to make a move or say anything that may cause any problems or what's that called, ruffle any feathers or cause any ripple effects. Oh goodness. Why would you be on the fence about that, Gemini? I gotta kind of question you. Why would you be on the fence about that? That's kind of like saying, if I have to kind of watch my tongue, especially with sharp words, if you know that this could possibly cause an argument or a fight or a conflict, I suggest backing away, especially with that devil energy in there too. This is an energy, this could go real sour real quick. Just kind of saying. But then again, I kind of feel like it's an energy it's an energy that's dependent on how you do this with what you're focusing on. It's dependent on how you do something, not just that you do something, it's how you do something. Yeah. And I feel like it's regarding finances, business, and career. Ultimately, what you're saying is something's a little bit difficult with business, something's difficult with finances. And there's that open, honest communication. And that's what it's all about. Open, honest communication, not necessarily, well, yeah, there's a connection here. And that's exactly right. That makes sense as to why there's this, how do I say this? How do I not say this? Like I said, be careful with this. Be careful with this, Gemini. That devil energy is popping up on this connection or this relationship. Don't exactly know what to extent. It kind of feels like, is this attraction? Is this lust, temptation? Is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? Is it toxic? I kind of feel like, though, again, if there's having to watch your, what's it called? Watch your P's and Q's and how you communicate and talk and communicate. I feel like there's something there that needs to be worked through a little bit. That's fascinating. Now you're kind of showing me switching your focus. You're kind of like regarding the finances, work, career. That is something you are slowly losing emotional interest for. Okay, so, but yet at the same time, you're kind of saying I'm kind of just not emotionally there yet. Okay, it feels like you're working on yourself. Okay. It feels like it. You were doing some work on yourself. Okay. Interesting. It almost feels like you are, how do I say this? It feels like, I gotta say it, I feel like there is some type of attraction here between you and someone. And you're kind of like, well, let me kind of spend the day focusing on myself, doing my thing, getting my energy right, in a sense. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, you're kind of just doing your thing. It's interesting. Is this someone in the workplace? It feels like it could be someone in the workplace. It's fascinating because you're kind of showing me like, no. Don't fixate on them. Don't focus on them. Go this way. Focus on yourself. You're kind of saying, well, rest and recovery. I'm just going to choose to kind of figure out how to move on and move forward. And then it's like, hold up, Gemini, not so fast. You can't just skedaddle off like that. There's clearly the two of you coming back together. This is yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of a consideration of, do you make someone an offer? What's it going to be? There's definitely some sort of communication or contact here between the two of you. You're ultimately saying there is that desire and that want to take action. But it's interesting. You're also telling me like, You're holding yourself back in a sense. You're holding yourself back. I'll put it that way. Yeah, you're... Interesting. You're figuring it out. Yeah, you're interesting. You're trying to figure out what changes to, it's interesting. You're trying to figure out what changes to make so that the two of you actually can come together. It's almost like quicker. For some reason they get the energy of quicker or faster. How to bring the two of you together in a sense. Oh yeah, there it is though. Um, you both are working on something together, which I feel is financial. Even though there's clearly some type of connection here between you and someone that it feels like temptation. It feels like it does, um, just based off how you're moving. But at the same time, you're also showing me that when the two of you actually get together to focus on whatever financial investment this is, work or career, business, possibly at the job. You're also saying like, and you're kind of having a little bit of a stress. I'm not gonna say freak out, but you're kind of stressing here a little bit about, you spent this time preparing yourself, you guys getting together to work on something, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like, oh, now I'm in it, and now comes the nerves. Um, I don't know what's going on or where this is going to go, but of course, if you are dealing with anyone, the only energies we do have showing up are Capricorn. Jeez. Goodbye.